Hey guys, I'm Jason and welcome to my channel. Well, today we are going to be learning how to make a basic maze game in Scratch. Here's how to do it. So you need to go to scratch.mit.edu, press the sign in button if you're not signed in, or if you want to sign up, press join Scratch. I'm going to press sign in. And I'm going to sign in because I already have an account. Or you can just join and make your own. Now you'll see this screen. I want to create a new one, so I'm going to press this create button over here. It's going to take some time to load. Then you'll see this. This is your screen. I don't want my character to be a cat, so I'm going to press this bin. Press yes. And bye bye cat. Good days, cat. So I'm gonna click this brush, hover over the cat and click the brush, and then now we're gonna make the character. So we're gonna press on the square and drag it to make a square. Gonna make it. Now I'm gonna press this arrow and to make it smaller. And maybe this is enough, and put it in the middle. Now I'm going to press this arrow and press the brightness slider, slide it all the way to black. So now you have your player. I'm going to go over to here to name it. I'm going to name it player. Oops. Player. That's my character. So now I'm going to get the maze. I'm going to hover over this background image and press the upload button. I'm going to get, if you can get a picture of the maze from Google or whatever thing you normally use. So this is looking more like Minecraft. Don't want it to look like that, so I'm going to press convert to vector. Now I'm going to press the arrow and make it big enough so that it's still in the screen, but it's still a maze. So you need to grab these arrows. I think this is big enough. Now I'm going to drag this to the start position. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, so I'm going to go over to size and make it to maybe 80. So it's, or maybe 60. It's tiny now. So now it's time to start coding. So I'm going to go over to code. And this is your code screen. I'm going to go over to events and I'm going to drag this into the blank space. So when I press this green flag, something will happen, but then there's no code, so nothing will happen. I'm going to go over to motion, this blue circle, and get this. Go to X, blah blah blah, Y, blah blah blah. I'm going to drag it under here. So now it kind of respawns, so when I press this green flag, it goes to the start position. Quite helpful, so it's like a respawn. Now I'm going to go to control, going to get this forever thing, and I'm going to get if, then. So I'm going to duplicate it by right clicking it and pressing duplicate. Now I'm going to duplicate it again, and I accidentally ran the program, so I'm going to press this red opticon. So I'm going to right click it and duplicate it. So now you can see this. Now I'm going to get the sensing block, go to sensing and get key space pressed. I'm going to duplicate it and duplicate it. So now this one is going to be, so now these are the controls. This one's going to be up, this one's going to be down, this one's going to be left, this one's going to be right. So now literally when I do some, when I put the code in, when I press up, down, left, right, it'll move up, down, left and right. So I'm going to press the space button and make it to up arrow. I'm going to press space button, press it to down arrow, press this one, press the right arrow, this one, left arrow. Now we're going to go over to motion and get two of these and get two of these little things. these are going to be the control things, so to make them move, I'm going to press the green flag, press the Alt gun to stop. So I'm going to get one of these, put it here, get one of these, drag it here, get one of these, drag it here, one of these, drag it here. But now I can't move down and I can't move left at the moment, so I'm going to make this maybe -6 actually. This one actually 6, this one -6, and this one 6. So now look what happens when I move it. I've got the mouse. It's almost done, but now I'm like a ghost in Pac-Man. I can move through walls, which is not meant to happen. So now I'm going to get this if block from control, drag it in here, get another one, drag it in here, get another one, drag it underneath this, and get another one and drag it underneath here. Now I'm going to go to sensing, get this touching colour, this, and I'm going to press the blue colour, press the pipette thing, and get this like black colour. And now I'm going to put it here, duplicate it, put it here, duplicate it, put it here, duplicate it, put it here. But now it won't do anything if it hits a wall. So now I'm going to get one of this and get rid of this. So now it does the exact opposite. So then if I go up but then there's wall above, it'll just bounce back. So I'm going to do the opposite of this, which is -6. Here I'm going to duplicate it, put it here, oops, and I'm going to make it +6 because this one's -6. I'm going to get one of these and I'm going to take off this and put it in the bin, and I'm going to make it -6, duplicate it and make it +6, and now it's done. I would suggest getting something that is all the same colour, because not all of these are the same colour, and I'm going to change that. So play around with it, and yeah, I suggest getting one where all of them are the same colour. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and be on the lookout for my next video. Bye!